Céad míle fáilte roiil Graham. You are all very welcome here tonight. The 25th production by the Caddice of Players. The play this year is Big Maggie, a two-act play by the one and only John McKee. We're very fortunate in this group to have two excellent directors, Jane and Colin. Colin is at the helm this year. Complimentary refreshments will be served during the interval. In case of emergency, the exit doors are to your right, to your left, and down at the far end of the hall. Please switch off mobile phones completely, as they may be a distraction to the players. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the performance.
The Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost. Our brother Walter has gone to his rest in the peace of Christ. May the Lord now welcome him to the table of God's children in heaven. With faith and hope in eternal life, let us assist him with our prayers. Let us pray to the Lord also for ourselves. May we who mourn be united one day with our brother. Together may we meet Christ Jesus when he whose our life appears in glory. Bow your heads and pray for God's blessing. Merciful Lord, you know the anguish of the sorrowful. You are attentive to the prayers of the humble. Hear your people cry out to you in their need and strengthen their hope in your lasting goodness. We ask this through Christ our Lord. We now say in our Father and three Hail Marys, full of grace. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be the name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost. The eternal rest give to him, O Lord. May he rest in peace. May his soul and all souls of the faithful departed to the mercy of God rest in peace.
Sorry for your trouble, Maggie. He was a good man. You God be good to him.
He was indeed.
He was a good man, Maggie. I'm sure if he had a failing, 'twas a failing many has.
With a speedy release, God be good to him, and that's a lot.
'Twould be worse now if he was after spending 6 or 7 months in a sick bed.
He went quick. That's the way he wanted it.
Sure, 'twas a blessing.
And that was a lot all right. Make no mistake, we can't all go the way we'd like.
We can't.
You may say we can't, there's no one can.
He was a cheerful sort of a man.
Cheerful was the word.
What age was he?
Just turned 60.
Well, there's a lot never saw 60.
Didn't get a bad share of it,
A lot never saw 60 at all.
and a lot never will. We must be thankful for all things and accept the holy will of God.
We must indeed. Well, I won't hold you up if you're in a hurry.
I understand, Maggie. You want your own about you at a time like this. I was wondering if you have any notion where Madge Gibbons is buried.
I've no idea.
There's no stone over her.
I couldn't tell you where she's buried. Sure, in one grave as good as the next. Tis the thought that counts, you know.
Won't you go over and sort out the reeds?
I won't.
Oh, Mother!
Don't put me down like a good girl. I'm in no humour for it.
I just thought it'd be the correct thing to do.
You're not old enough yet to know what's correct and what's not correct. There's 2 things I can't endure. Tis the like them 2, cat and walling about the dead. The other is the thump of flood in the temper coffin. I couldn't bear to watch that crowd around the trench and they're trying to look sorry.
Well, can I go over and sort out the reeds?
No, you can't. Your brothers and sisters will do that. Isn't that the reason doing any good now?
My Mother, how can you say a thing like that?
Tis the truth, God forgive me. And tis a hard thing to say about my own husband, which is what everyone knows, and is what they'll all be saying in the pubs after the funeral. I'm not a trained mourner yet. I can't either go nor mourn, or look for the arm of another hypocrite to support me.
He was no saint, but he was my father. I'll go.
You stay where you are. I've enough to concern me about my youngest deserting me at my hour of need. Call Burn, he's there at the edge of the crowd somewhere.
Mr. Byrne! Mr. Byrne!
Katie has the reeds in her hands. She's left to do everything.
Oh, she's the only one he'd any time for. He liked them sons and she's all that. She'll be knocked out of her now, though I can promise you that.
Sorry for your trouble, Maggie. You too, miss.
You're looking too burdened. Right, I want a 6-foot-high limestone monument, 3 feet across, 3 inches thick.
You're the boss.
You can start tomorrow.
Didn't cost me, Maggie.
What didn't?
They usually wait till 3 months before they put up a stone.
Is it they'll be paying you a big baggy pulpin?
Well, now, I'm not so sure that I could do it tomorrow. I just have done a Celtic cross for Fancy McMee.
How long is Fancy dead now?
Going on the 14th month. Why?
Well, seeing as he's waited this long, he'll wait a few more days.
I don't know, man. He's commissioned with a bit then.
All right, if you don't want to do it, you'll be Cornelius Greenway.
Oh, all right, all right. I'll start tomorrow.
Good. Right, how much will that be?
And just have to say now offhand, there's a lot of things to be taken into consideration.
6 feet, feet by 3 feet by 3 inches. You weren't a schoolboy.
6 feet by 3 feet by 3 inches. What's a quarter of 18 feet?
4.5 feet.
4.5 feet.
In the honour of God, will you hurry up? 'Tisn't a supermarket we're putting over him.
I don't want to run you, ma'am.
You won't wrong me, Burn.
be less than £70.
£60.
Sorry?
Cash.
Oh, now.
On the nose.
Materials are very dear, ma'am.
£60 now.
Ah, all right, all right.
Here it is. 'Tis all there, Burn.
I know, ma'am, but I don't want to wrong you.
The day you will wrong me, Burden, is the day you will make me pregnant.
You know, all the burdens is big and small wouldn't do that. Or they couldn't do that. They'd be softer stone than you, Maggie.
Here's what you'll inscribe in it. 'Tis all made out.
Walter Pulpin died March 25th, 1963, aged 60 years, R.I.P. Couldn't have to make that out.
You look if it were me.
Look, no charge for a little extra. Here, fill it out a bit.
That's enough. There's no more to be said.
But no, Mrs., it isn't for me to say, but they usually put down erected by his devoted wife and family, or by his loving wife and family, or something along that line.
Is that a fact? Well, Burden, there's enough lies written on the headstones of Ireland without me adding to it.
I have you, mother, and men that died, Maggie, and they were sorely missed.
I don't doubt it.
One last thing now, Maggie. What direction do you want it facing?
Well, I'm lazy about that, so long as it doesn't face towards me.
Yes, you will see.
It didn't hate him that much.
Didn't I know?
Couldn't hate a person that much. What's going to happen now?
Well, the first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to call a meeting. And this is going to be a right prayer meeting. There's going to be no proposing or seconding. I have a shop and a farm to run, and they're going to be run profitably or not at all.
Sure, there has to be money.
Has there now?
Sure, wasn't he insured for thousands?
You're getting a bit too forward for my liking. You turn out like your father if you weren't careful.
Hey, that's not fair. I always took your side and everything.
You did because you had to. You're rotten. And you. You know well we prefer Katie to you.
And to you too.
How dare you speak to your mother like that? I could paint a picture of your late lamented father that would really shock you. Well, this is one place I won't be buried, and I'll fix that shortly too. The earth is a bad enough bed without bedposts like these.
It was a bloody big funeral. They were there from the city of Limerick. And Tralee, and there was a carload from Cork. A man with a Dublin accent shook hands with me.
Did you fix with the grave diggers?
That's all settled.
And the undertaker?
Paid in full. Here's your receipt.
The honour of God, will you dry your eyes and don't be making a show of yourself?
Time to cry when my father is dead.
'Tis long before now you should have cried for him.
Maybe I did.
And your blather is near to your eyes, I'm thinking.
Oh, easy, Jim. I will be noted.
We are noted long ago. Maybe the two of ye will turn into men now. Long enough you stood back from him.
Aye, that's not fair.
What about all the times he regarded her?
You were no men that didn't haul him out and level him.
He was a big man.
Wasn't there two of ye?
Let me out of it. I was never a man to come between husband and wife, let alone my father and mother.
You let him abuse me.
Are you a well-able friend? Anyone that abused you wound up second in the long run?
Wait till I get you home.
Oh, it was never a home, man.
Your father saw to that.
Oh, come on, for the love of God. We haven't stopped squawking at one another since he died.
Maybe now that he's out of the way, we could turn into some sort of family again. That's a terrible thing to say. Oh, you were great when all was for closing your eyes and dirt under your feet.
Well, I noticed a very courageous lad in chatter now he's safely out of the way.
I'm warning you is to hold your tongue. There's a few changes coming shortly that might not altogether appeal to you.
Oh, the king is dead. Long live the king.
That's right, say your piece now, because believe you me, there's a time coming when you won't have much to say for yourself.
And what are you going to do? Lock me in, is it?
There'll be no need for that. You were used to the good times. We'll see what you're like when they're taken away from you.
This is a terrible way for us to be conducting ourselves out here in public.
You're right. Come on away. Let's get out of here. I have a shop to open. Come on.
You're not going to open the shop today, surely to God.
Why not?
Because he's only after being buried.
Oh, that's enough out of you, miss. Come on.
Mrs. Palpin? Mrs. Palpin?
Who's that?
That's Crawford's traveller.
Oh, nice time of the day to turn up for a funeral.
They never.
Terribly sorry, I'm late, Mrs. Palpin. Sorry for your trouble.
Hank, it was good of you to come.
It was by accident that I found out. I was on my way to Limerick and I pulled in for Petcher. And next thing the attendant said to me, Walter Palpin had died. I hardly believed it. Terribly sorry to hear.
No, that's it. It was nice of you to come.
I shouldn't have the least I could do. Sorry. Will you take that? Thanks. If I had known sooner, I'd have dropped out and be here in time.
We all know that.
And if there's anything I can do, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask.
We better be going.
Oh, listen, I have the car outside. I could bring a few of you down.
I think I'll go with you.
And so glad. That's if there's room enough for the two of us, Teddy.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
No, Katie. You go with your brothers. I go with Gert and Mr. Heaton. I have a few matters to settle in town. That's if you don't mind waiting when I look after my affairs, Mr. Heaton.
I've all day. Take your time.
Right. Come on. Let's get out of this place. Come on.
I'm not so sure I care for that fella.
Oh, shut up. You're only jealous of him.
They say he's a right whores master.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
There's no sign of her anywhere.
It isn't here she's been into town.
We can't find Maggie. Keep it brave.
You'll have to ask Mr. Byrne about that. He knows about all the graves around here.
Thank you, miss. We'll do that.
And you might remember to say a prayer for the poor father when you're praying for Matt Gibbons.
There's no doubt but he left a mighty strange litter behind him.
And that lashed one now, she isn't the worst of all.
Yes, there's a vicious spirit there, all right.
Big Maggie Palpin is a dab-handed breaking spirits.
Good day, folks. Good day to you, Mr. Gordon. Fine funeral,
Fine funeral,
considering. They say he left you comfortable.
There's no shortage of money there. The shop, it was a great business. And that's a good affair as ever threw up a cow.
He was a hard man. God be good to him.
There was plenty harder than him, but they got away with it. He was a man that I personally liked. She was rotten for him. She married him for the security.
Responsible woman, now and again. Well, that's what they say.
And by the way, you weren't very old. That's if you ever got the chance.
Who's without a fault, sir?
Look, he got his own way always. That's what happened to him. He had the money and he had appearance. And when you have those, you get the opportunities. Still, I liked him. She was wrong for him. Another woman now should have made a far better fix to him. It's a mistake to fight fire with fire.
They say he drank too.
Oh, a bottle of whiskey was no bother to that man before his breakfast. Or after it.
Whiskey and women. Sure invoices for a coffin.
No, he wasn't the worst one.
Still now, you must admit that he's fired a noble share of likely men.
Don't I know it? Didn't I see his black hair and his big jaw on several of them out there today? You know, Maggie could never keep a servant girl in the house.
Is that a fact?
Yeah. There was no stelling equal to that man.
God knows me, he left a hard woman behind him.
She was all right at first, but the world hadn't her. I remember her a handsome girl. You know, she had no great love for him, but he was a good catch at the time.
Then she's no sack of oats now.
My God, no. She's nicely preserved, all right. I can't deny that.
What made him turn from a fine woman like that?
Wish you, missus, what makes them all turn? I remember honest men, upright men, sane men, and sober men. And every one of them, sooner or later, will be betrayed by a rogue of a dickhead.
Saints! Tis a hard life for an honest man.
Did God know what he was doing, or didn't he?
God knew.
Right you are then. Where does that leave us?
As wise as ever. I do often say to myself, why do people be so slow to kiss goodbye to this goddamn world of pain and eggs and puke? Huh?
Robbery, hypocrisy and murder from one end of the day to the next.
Life is the grimmish loan of all my friends. The interest is too high at the end.
Tis the curse of man like this.
I suppose you'll be thankful to believe in it, so will you?
Listen to me.
Yes?
Would you by any chance know where the grave of Madge Gibbons is?
Madge Gibbons. Now, which Madge Gibbons was that now? Was it the Madge Gibbons that was tackled to Donald Summers? Or was it the Madge Gibbons that was the housekeeper for Canon McIntosh to polish them?
It was the Canon's housekeeper.
The Canon's housekeeper, Madge Gibbons, the Canon's housekeeper. Now, let me see. Look, down there below at the left-hand corner, there's a wild rose bush. And there's a cypress alongside it. And Madge, she's wedged in between the two of us.
You'll have to say a prayer for the poor man they just put under. I fancy he won't be getting many.
Oh, look, I just be here most days, and you could count in one hand the number of people that come here to pray. And as for the man living under today, he has no more prayers to get. And looking at the good little widow, she won't be worried about the next world until she enters it herself. So long, so. Good luck. by 3 foot by 3 inches. A respectable block of stone. Will be there when he'll be forgotten, and will be there when he's rotten. And may the Lord have mercy on the poor man's immortal soul. shite to be so cheerful.
I suppose she's going to tell us now.
She can't keep us waiting much longer.
Can't compose yourself survive, but I'll advise you all to be ready for changes. Can I have one? No, you can't.
Is it fair to ask if there was a will?
Keep your shirt on. We'll know all in a minute. Did you pay the work bill?
You're paid.
Is the cash all there?
Yes.
And the receipts?
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I trust no one.
You saying I'm dishonest?
I wouldn't know about that. I never met anyone who admitted to being dishonest. Right. I'll advise you all to listen to what I have to say. It concerns each of you. You asked just now because there was a will, but there wasn't.
Impossible.
There was no will.
But there has to be when he always promised me.
Promised you what?
Nothing.
More than me, maybe?
No, I didn't say that.
Now there'll be no will, as I said. That puts me in charge, which is only as it should be.
Well, if there's no will, then how can it all be yours? Sure, we're all entitled to our share.
There's no will because a year ago your father signed the place over to me.
I don't believe you.
Don't you know? Bring up the solicitor and see what he has to say.
You're bluffing.
There's the phone. Lift it. You don't believe me, you believe Darcy.
But how can my father do such a thing?
Do I tell lies, do I? Come on. You've all known me long enough and you're quick enough to criticise. Come on, one of you answer me. Do I tell lies?
No.
Right. This time last year, I had a talk with your father. He agreed to sign the place over to me. He had good reason.
Did you blackmail him?
You learn to bite that tongue of yours, Miss, when I'm a minute to deal with you. And that might be sooner than you think.
I asked you a question.
And you'll get an answer. I got no more than my rights. I brought a £1,000 fortune when I came here, and I slaved here for the last 25 years. I don't think any of you deny that. Unless, of course, you'd like to put your spoke in.
I've nothing to say.
Good.
All right. Will you tell us how much he left anyway?
Dead duties, that's what he left. Enough to keep me struggling for years to come.
What are we going to get out of it?
You're getting nothing out of it. Not yet, anyway. You have a roof over your head, you'll have good food, and you'll have pocket money.
Pocket money? You're mad if you think I'm going to stay around here for pocket money. Pocket money's for kids. If I stay here, I want my share. It was all understood that this farm was to be divided between myself and Morris.
Was it? Understood by who? It wasn't understood by me.
You had better get it clear, Mother. I'm not going to be a servant by any longer. This farm is to be divided. And by divided, I mean both halves fully stocked with cattle, machinery, working capital, together with dwelling house and outhouses.
Well, obviously, you've been talking to someone, because you have never come up with all of that by yourself.
Well, are you or aren't you?
Am I or haven't I what?
Want to divide the farm?
I'd have to see.
Well, you'll see right now, because I'm not going to be fobbed off by any more of your promises.
I'm in no position to promise anything to anyone.
Well, if that's the case, you can look for someone else to run the farm. I'm resigning. Are you coming, Morris? I'm going, Mother.
Well, you know how to turn the knob on the doorway.
Are you coming, Morris?
Morris, you were spoken to.
Are you coming, Morris, for the last time?
He won't go against the guts of an house.
Morris!
I'm saying nothing. I've enough squabbling here for one day.
True to form.
I need money and permission to stay the night. I can't go anywhere till the morning.
You're right. A good night's sleep is important.
Oh, damn you!
Off to bed now like a good boy.
My father is a lucky man to be rid of you. I'm beginning to have sympathy for him now.
He'll be back. He knows where his rations come from. Well, Morris, have you anything to say for yourself?
Yes, I have.
Well, now, is it no time like the present?
I want to get married.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And do I know the lady of your choice?
I know her. She's Mary Madden from Knockliney.
Dan Madden's daughter.
Yes.
Sit down, boy. How many cows has Dan Madden? 15 or 16?
Yes.
And 9 or 10 other children to be provided for.
Yes, you have all your facts.
And where do you expect to live?
I hear, of course. Sure, where else would I go?
Well, where else, indeed?
£1,000.
And how much is this Maggie one?
She hasn't anything.
And you expect me to hand you over after my 25 years to a slip of a girl without a brown penny in her pocket?
Well, no.
Well, what you expected?
Well, we could live here with you, a temporary sort of a thing. And I could work away here on the farm for my wages until...
Until I kick the bucket, isn't that it?
No, it's not. All I want to do is get married. There's nothing exorbitant about that.
Well, you can tell her to find a fortune of £1,500, and I'll consider her proposal.
But she hasn't that kind of money, and neither have I. At that rate of going, it will take forever to get married.
Well, she'll go on and marry for love, then.
But I've no money.
Well, sure, if you're married for love, you don't need money.
So you say.
Look at your father. You were only 24 years of age. Your father was 35 when he got married, and there was those that considered him young.
Oh, for the love of God, Mother, will you give me a break? I'm in love with the girl. She's a good girl. You like her.
I'd like her a lot better if she'd 1,500.
But what am I going to do?
We'll forget about it for the present. We'll think about it some other time.
And will you consider some other time?
I go. You stay where you are.
Do you believe her?
I believe her. If Mary Madden can't put down the cash, my mother won't let her darken the door.
No, I mean about the will.
Sure, she said to be easy catch her out. Oh, I believe her all right. She once told me that the worst thing about telling lies isn't that it's a sin, but that it's such a waste of time to wriggle out of it when you're found out.
My father promised me the farm.
Well, Mick said it was to be divided.
It was promised to me.
Is that why you sang dumb when Mick asked you to go away with him? So you can have it all to yourself?
Me can make up his own mind. It's nothing to do with me.
He's our brother, isn't he?
Look, we've had enough fighting here for one day. It's best we all mind our own affairs.
You're a cool one, I'll say that to you. But you haven't a hope in hell of getting married unless my mother can jingle out the wedding march with the Maggie's £1,500.
They're a shag off. Now that the old fellow's dead, there'll be a quick stop put to your gallop. This time last year, you got everything your own way, and the rest of us might have been around for all he cared.
Stop it, the pair of you. This is getting us no place.
That's your weird to get.
Why, in Christ's name, did he sign everything over to her?
A year ago, and he never let on.
A year ago. Maud Saunders.
What about her?
How you remember the time she caught him with Maud?
I don't believe that. I don't believe it ever had to do with Maud Saunders.
You remember the time our beloved mother was to go to see that doctor in Dublin? She was to stay overnight. She left here in a hired car around 8 o'clock. You two and Mick had gone into town to a dance that night. I went to bed early because I was dying from the night before.
I remember.
Well, she didn't go to Dublin at all. She got the driver to turn around after dark and came straight back here. Sure, if I'd known I could have tipped me father off.
You knew Maud was with him.
Irish, but I knew she had called. But sure, I didn't know anything else. Could have been friend. Could have been for the lent of money, and you both know he wouldn't have said no. Sure, her husband was over in England and he wasn't sitting around.
You'd swear black and white to save him.
I would, and what about it?
Oh, shut up, Gert. Get on with the story.
Ma arrived around 10 o'clock. They spoke in whispers, but trying to with her. About 20 minutes after Ma's arrival, I heard someone tiptoeing past my door and went on up the stairs towards my father's bedroom.
My mother!
I opened the door and I peeked out and I saw the back of her outside his room. I nearly died, but there was nothing I could do. She pushed in and she caught the two of them red-handed.
Can you be sure?
Well, I saw Ma Sanders running down the stairs in her pants and my mother after her. Is that good enough?
He was nothing but an animal.
Oh, shut up. I don't blame him.
My God. But you're as bad as him.
Oh, for the love of God. My mother hadn't slept with my father in years. And when she did, I doubt she was any good to him.
Here now, I'm not going to let you talk like that.
Oh, grow up. I was with him at the races one time, and he was in the bar swapping stories with all his cronies. And I remember him to say he'd been married for 18 years and never once saw his wife naked.
You can't talk like that. It's terrible. Stop her, Morris.
I have to bother with you two as you never tried to understand me better. All the men in the bar that night had the same story. They didn't know I was listening. All their wives were too damn good. Damn them. They even thought it was sacrilege to fornicate with their own husbands.
I've given you up long ago. I never dreamt a girl of your upbringing would even think like that. Not to mind talk. You're past understanding.
Well, maybe I am. But I'm mute and not deaf and I'm not blind as to what's going on about me like the two of you are.
I'm not listening to any more of this.
Now, suit yourself.
Is that what led to him signing everything over to her?
Of course it wasn't. Sure, I remember he went to an awful boozer again after that.
I remember. And I remember Darcy calling and going upstairs with Board and my mother.
That's it. That's it. Burn is the witness. Oh, by God. She has us where she wants us now. Shh. Here she comes.
Nellie Reardon at the door. She'd pray for the deceased and save the stations, which would have taken her a lot less time to get me at the door. Well, that's no need to ask what she'd been talking about. Well, can I say that your conversation was a waste of time as mine was with Nellie?
Look, Mother, I go and see can I talk some sense into me.
Yes, you do that.
And will you definitely consider what I asked you another time?
Look, Morris, for years before your father died, he drank and he spent what we made here. Look, and I had to put a stop to it. We'll work hard now and we'll get the place going again. One along now, God is good.
You haven't an earthly notion of letting him marry that girl. Why don't you just tell him the truth?
Yeah, he'll get over. Anyway, he's a good worker and help us start to get. There's plenty of time for him to get married.
Jesus, but you're a hard case.
How dare you take the holy name in my presence?
Well, just be one thing to know.
I've let that go over the bar for the moment. I'll tell you about the arrangements I've made for you shortly. It might knock some of the steam out of your engine.
You have to hardly wait.
Oh, shut up. Or you'll be sorry you said that.
Free country, you know.
Oh, shut up, you rip, or I'll strike you! Gert, you're to leave the kitchen and come and work in the shop with me. Well, unless, of course, you want to get married too.
Oh, no. I'd see more of Crawford's traveller in the shop, wouldn't I?
You like him?
He's a lamb.
He's a good scoundrel, all right. You can talk away to him in the shop. Other than that, you can have nothing more to do with him here.
I hear.
Good.
I'd like to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Well, if Gert is to leave to go into the shop, and you and I are already in the shop, who's going to do the kitchen?
Can't you compose yourself? I'm not coming to that. You think I make these arrangements on the spur of the moment?
Yeah, should we don't need three of us in the shop?
You're right, we don't need three of us in the shop. That's why I've decided that you're to do the kitchen.
No.
You'll do the kitchen. Gert deserves a turn in the shop.
I won't do the kitchen.
Look, I've no notion of making a game of it. We're too old for this, I will or I won't business. You start work in the kitchen from tomorrow morning. If you don't, you'll leave this house a pauper. How would you like that?
I could always make a living, you know.
I'm afraid you could.
Oh, by God. Now we're getting the innuendos. Would you care to tender in addition to that implication?
Will you take it now or will you wait till you get it? You weren't long coming back. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I need a few pounds. It's my due.
Don't go, Mick. Don't give in to her. Just what she wants.
You stay out of this.
How much is in here? £100? £120?
There's £97 in cash.
Don't touch that money.
Keep it back where I give you a belt. I swear to God I will.
If you don't put back that money this instant, You'll never darken the door of this house.
Oh, don't worry, Mother. You'll hear no more from me.
I mean it.
And I mean it.
Just remember that wherever you go, you won't do better than home.
I need the loan of your car to take me to the station. You can collect it in the morning.
Keys are in it. You're welcome. Good luck, darling.
Goodbye, Casey. Goodbye, Gert.
Is he gone for good?
Forget about him for the moment. Now you see the trouble my family is causing me. You can forget about the car too if the kitchen doesn't suit you.
But it's my car.
Who pays the tax and the insurance? And who buys the petrol? It's the property of the house.
You wouldn't take away my car.
My car. The kitchen will do you good. I've big plans for you.
Get one thing into your head right now, Mother. You will not dominate me.
You know what you can do, don't you? You can blow anytime you like. But if you don't do what you're told, I don't want you around here.
All right. All right. I'll call your bluff. Tomorrow morning I'll start work in the kitchen.
You stay where you are. I'm not finished with you yet. Our little conference is only beginning. You go into the kitchen and put on a fry and see that you don't burn the rashers like you did this morning. Move! Sit down there. First things first. Did Johnny Condon propose to you a year ago?
He did.
Is he still interested?
He is.
Is he still to the good?
He is. But I'm not.
Why didn't you tell me the time you proposed?
Sure, it wasn't important. And anyways, I turned him down. He's not my type.
You'll marry him. And you'll marry him in the next 3 months, which is more.
You're a hound.
Laugh while you can.
I've laughed before this, you know.
You're 22 years of age and you haven't a penny to your name without my say so. You will marry him.
I won't marry him. Like I said, he's not my type.
What is your type?
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do, Katie.
Jesus, this is worse than a courtroom.
The night of the drinking social, you went to the dance with Gert.
I did. And so did 300 or 400 other girls.
Well, forget about those for the moment. It's you and Gert that concerns me. Now you sat with Gert throughout the dinner. But after the dinner, you went to the public bar.
I did. But sure, if you already know all of this, why do you need to ask me?
You see this brush?
I do.
As sure as your father's in his grave tonight, I bring this brush across your back. If you give me one more word of back chat, you hear?
Yes, Mother.
Now you went to the public bar.
Yes.
With whom did you go, Kitty?
Gert told you?
Gert did not tell me. Gert doesn't know. Now with whom did you go to the bar?
Look, I'm all torn up after this funeral. Can't you leave me be? I can't take any more of it.
Tell me the name of the man that was with you.
What man?
His name!
Toss Welch.
So it was Toss Milch.
Yes.
Was his wife with him?
No.
How long have you known him?
I met him a year ago at another social.
You've known him a year!
Yes.
Before that night in the bar. How many times did you meet?
3 or 4 other times.
That night in the bar. How many drinks did you have?
2 or 3. I can't remember exactly.
You had 6 halves of gin. Now at 11:30, this married man booked a room at the hotel and he went upstairs with each of them. When he left, what did you do?
I had a dance or two.
And after that?
I had to go upstairs to the ladies' cloakroom.
Well, there's a ladies' cloakroom downstairs.
Yeah, but sure, it was locked. It was packed. It was next to impossible to get in.
And so how upstairs, ladies' cloakroom?
I was back downstairs by 12, I'm sure of it.
No, you weren't. You didn't come downstairs till 5 minutes to 2 just before the social ended.
No, it's a lie.
It's not a lie. You went upstairs at 11:45 and you didn't come down till 5 minutes to 2. Now tell me what you were doing upstairs for nearly 2¼ hours.
Nothing.
Katie, you were seen. 2 days after that dance, I got a letter from an anonymous person who said that they saw you at the bar, that you went upstairs at 11:45 and you didn't come down till 5 minutes to 2. Now tell me what you were doing upstairs for nearly 2¼ hours.
Nothing, I tell you nothing.
You went into the room, booked by Mitch, and you stayed with him for 2¼ hours. Now tell me what you were doing. Have I raised the whore? Have I raised the whore? Tell me what you were doing in that room, or I'll beat you so your own sister doesn't know you.
I was committing a sin.
Louder, I can't hear you.
I was committing a sin with him.
And it wasn't the first time.
No. I condemned myself.
Oh, get up, you. Get up. Get at it, act like a woman.
You won't beat me.
I won't beat you. I was mistaken about you. I thought you were more brazen, more a woman. You're still a child. Sit.
What will you do with me?
Why should I do anything to you? When you've disgraced yourself.
Will you leave me stay here?
I will, under certain conditions.
I agree with her.
Since Johnny Condon proposed, has he been in contact with you at all?
He tries. He's salutes often and he's wrote a few times.
Write back to him. Tell him that you'd like him to call. That you're down after the death of your father, or whatever else occurs to you. Bring me the letter before you put it in the envelope. If we play our cards right, he may propose again. Tell him from me, thanks for the massacre. I appreciate the thought. Will you do that, Kitty?
Yes, Mother.
Oh, and before I forget it, first thing in the morning, go down to the station and collect your car.
Are you going somewhere?
No, I'm not going anywhere. But it has just occurred to me that it's about time that I'd learned how to drive.
Pound of butter, bread, toilet soap, washing soap, sugar, tea, bacon. Did I give you tobacco?
You did, yeah, I have it in my pocket. Are you all right, girl?
I am, thanks.
Are you sure?
Thanks, I can handle it.
I hope so.
That's the lot. Will you keep an eye here for a minute while I check the prices with my mother?
By the way, no, look, don't be all day, I have work to do. Oh, hey, by the way, will you tell your mother I was asking for her?
I will. I won't be a jiff.
Very good.
Morning.
Not a bad morning.
Not bad. Nice outside. Seems to be clearing.
You were with Coppers and John.
That's right. I had no idea I was so well known.
I suppose you would meet a lot of people now on your travels, would you?
All kinds. All kinds. Believe you me, my friend, all kinds. Now, anyone around?
Oh, yes, she's going in to check a few prices with the mother.
Very good.
You know, job now that I wouldn't like.
Actually, you never know till you try.
I dare say, but that's true.
You said Gert is in the shop now?
She is, since the father died. In the last few months.
He went quick, didn't he?
Oh, sudden, the hat.
Sudden is the best, they say.
So they say. Yeah.
And how was the missus since Palpin died?
You know, she's behaving up well now, mind you.
And Kate, the oldest girl, where is she now?
Married?
You're serious.
Yeah, a fortnight ago. Fella a few miles down the road. Big farmer.
My God, I thought she was not to do more scamps out of the world. So she dropped anchor.
Was a surprise, all right then.
She was a lively girl.
Lively! The husband, he's a nice sort of a man. A bit advanced, of course. I'd say would want to get his gun oiled. No, you people like your lad now, and you will take a crack at a target like Katie.
And how do you know I haven't scored a few bullseyes there before now?
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Yes, Captain.
Teddy Heelan, how are you?
I couldn't be better. Thanks be to God. How's yourself?
Fine, fine. I'll be reaching in a minute, Teddy, as soon as I finish here.
Good time.
The whole lot comes to £2 one.
£2 one, you have to get it. Did you tell her I was asking for her?
Who?
Your mother.
I did.
Well, what did she say?
She laughed.
Laugh? What kind of a laugh was it?
What do you mean?
Well, was it a long laugh or was it a short laugh? Was it a wicked laugh or was it a gay laugh?
She seemed to enjoy it.
Good, very good.
How's business, Gert?
Not bad. She's a big order for you.
Oh, that's good. That's what I like to hear.
He's a right charmer, Mr. Bird. He gets orders everywhere.
Everyone put it back in.
Body little goods. Not me, Mr. Byrne.
I'll go one out of that. He's a right ladies' man. They say he's more sex appeal than any other two travellers.
There's nothing wrong with having that. I could use a bit of that myself.
Teddy Heelan, when are you going to take me out?
You want your mother to horsewhip me?
Oh, she lets me out now, you know. I can go wherever I like and with whom. She knows I'm sensible.
But if you're serious, I'll take you out sometime.
I am serious. Oh, it was always Katie you noticed before, Mr. Byrne. He used to call me the baby.
Oh my God, she's no baby now, my friend. But has she the equipment to feed one?
Listen, David, you there?
Mr. Byrne, didn't I hear you say earlier that you had some work to do?
I get the message. I won't stand in the way of romance. Don't be in any rush to tell Maggie about it, for she'll be slower than a parish priest. Her blessing to anything it doesn't suit her.
Oh, they can know him. He's nice, really.
Are you serious about me taking you out?
I am.
I'd have asked you out long before this. Only I didn't want to cross your mother.
Are you afraid of her too?
Oh, being afraid of her now has nothing to do with it. She's one of my best customers and I don't want to fall over her. In my line of business, you know, you have to be cautious. What time would you like me to call tonight?
Tonight? What time would suit?
After the post goes out, I'm free. Call any time after that.
Have Seven be okay?
I'll be there. Your mother won't mind now.
Ah, no, she likes you. In fact, she said so. Oh, she said you're a bit of a playboy that you'd want watching, but she does like you.
Where would you like to go?
I don't mind.
So we can decide that when I call.
You won't get fresh with me now. I wouldn't like that. I'm not that kind now, and you'd better know that in time.
I know you're not. That's why I'm so keen to take you out.
Huh? The novelty, I suppose.
No, I think of you in a very special way. I wouldn't want to do anything to hurt you.
I believe you. Stop it, you eat. Do you want someone to walk in?
Look, I'm no saint, but I suppose you know that.
I've heard things.
You don't have to worry. I wouldn't harm a hair of your head. No, I just want to be near you, hear you talking, laughing, whispering.
Whispering?
Yeah, whispering. Or something tells me that you're a terrific whisperer. One thing I love is to hear a nice girl whisper.
You're a scream.
Whisper something to me now.
But sure, what'll I whisper to you?
Whatever you like, anything at all.
All right then.
I'm shocked. I'm scandalized. How could you say such a thing?
But sure, all I said was it's a nice day.
But that's just it. It's not just a nice day. It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day. I don't even know what day we have.
I do. It's Tuesday.
No. Today is the day that Gert Polton made her first date with Teddy Healy. Now, whisper something nice to me.
Such as?
Such as you like me. And I like you too. Oh, those eyes are the eyes of a woman. I know how to give you away. I suppose you wouldn't trying to whisper I love you.
It's a bit eerie for that now.
Oh, well it is. The day that you say that, I'll be a very happy fella.
Be sure and be here at 7:30.
Is that an order?
It is.
Well, I can tell you, Miss Baldwin, that's the most valuable order I've got since I became. I suppose you intend to reform me.
Well, it's only fair to tell you that it's the highest notion in my head. Do you mind?
I'm going to enjoy it.
It won't be easy.
Come on, give us a kiss and I'll give you free pair of gowns.
You know what I forgot?
We don't, but I'm sure you're going to tell us.
Raisins. Seedless raisins. You get them in. You didn't have them the last time I was here. You know, I like your bun with raisins in them.
Here's your raisins.
How much?
2 shillings. Enjoy your bun, sir.
And they shape some now, seeing the long journey they have to make.
It's a bit nosy, isn't it?
Oh, encyclopedia. I swear there's a notion in my mind.
You're not serious.
I'd better call her.
Oh, do. I have a lot of calls to make before the post goes out.
Mother! Mother! Crawford's Traveller's here.
You should make me sound like I'm a stranger.
You're anything but.
How is your mother, by the way?
Never better. She drives now, you know.
Oh, when did she learn?
Katie taught her before she got married.
Oh, your man was telling me about Kate's marriage. I must say, I was surprised.
Oh, the wild ones always settle down quickly once they make up their mind.
And is she happy?
She seems to be. He's very wealthy, you know. I wouldn't marry him, of course. He once asked me the first time she turned him down.
Well, I wouldn't have taken no for an answer.
Well, how do you know the answer would have been no when you never asked?
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Baldwin. so as well. That isn't just sales talk.
But you hear that, Gert? He's looking for another order already.
Oh, seriously, I could do with the order actually straight away, Mrs. Falcon. I'm a little behind schedule.
But it's all ready. Along with your check.
Good.
Like a good girl, would you ever give a run back to the kitchen and keep an eye on the dinner? Okay.
See you, Teddy.
It's all let out. Do you notice, I wonder, some nice little girl hasn't you swooped up before now?
Oh, the right one hasn't come my way yet.
The grand chap with Gert before I come out.
That's right, Gert's a lovely girl.
She's young, Teddy.
She's the woman, Mrs. Falcon. You'll receive.
Call me Maggie. The size of the order you've just received will tell you what we think of you here. I regard you as a friend of the family, and that's why I'm asking you to stay away from Gert.
Oh my God, you make things very awkward for me now.
I think we know each other. At least I know a good deal about you. I know, for instance, that you are no cock virgin with innocent dreams of romance.
My God, you don't mince your words, do you?
I don't believe in mincing words.
Well, good. We can be candid then. But how candid is the question?
Be as open as you like. That's the way I like it.
Well, the first part of what you said, you're wrong. But you're right about the second part. I'll be honest with you and I'll tell you, I've asked her to go up with me tonight, and she's willing. And I'm glad. I'm very glad. Because I genuinely like her. And what's more, I could fall in love with her.
You're a good-looking fella. No doubt she finds you attractive. I honestly don't blame her.
Thank you.
You really are attractive. And I can see how easy it is for any woman to fall in love. She's too young. You're too assured, too experienced for my part. You say you've honourable intentions. Does this mean you'll marry her one day?
Marriage? No. I haven't thought about marriage now. But I suppose with a girl like her, it would have to be marriage.
You mean she wouldn't let you to bed with her unless you married her?
I wish you wouldn't put it like that. I suppose you're right.
Let's be honest. Do you desperately want to go to bed?
Well, it wouldn't be unnatural if I loved her.
But it boils down to the same thing, doesn't it?
It does not. It's more than sex. Look, I'll be honest with you. I fancied other women. I wanted to make love to them. And I often did. Sure, as far as sex was concerned, but I was never really satisfied. No, I don't mean I was frustrated. But you know, something was missing.
And you think that the thing that's missing is a nice girl like Gert.
Well, yes.
So that's what you thought of the women you slept with. They gave you the lot and all you could say was there was something missing.
You make it sound different than it really is.
Maybe it is your conscience, is that true?
That's not it exactly.
Oh, what is it exactly then?
Are you blaming me for past mistakes?
Oh, I'm not, you know I'm not.
I normally don't let a woman talk to me like this.
It seems to me that for all your women, you're not very happy.
Me as a woman, make love, gone the next day. What does it all add up to? Each time, I promised myself it would be the last time. But I was tempted. Maybe this time is the right one.
Gert?
Maybe not. She's a beauty. Maybe I need someone with a bit more, a bit more mature.
Someone with more experience.
Oh, sometimes.
Romance is for young ones, Teddy. I've had my fair share of it, and then I married the wrong man. For 10 years he didn't sleep with me. In the end, I didn't want to. But it was a strange and terrible way for a healthy woman to live. I wouldn't tell you this. I feel we understand each other.
Oh, God. 10 years. That's such a long time. It doesn't have to be now. You're free.
No one knows that better than me.
You can have the things you want. Do what you like. Who's to stop you?
No one.
God knows now that I'm no one to be giving you advice. I've been in too many scrapes myself. And there was often times that things happened that I was sorry for afterwards.
That's what life is. This is the way you live now. I know.
Of course you know. There isn't many women with your understanding and honesty, Maggie. You won't be offended if I say this. But sometimes, a man and a woman have the same need, the same longing. It can happen quickly. They don't need any romantic games. You know, a man can see a woman and want her more than any other woman before. He wonders if she'd think the same.
She might, if she thought the same about him.
And how would he know?
That would be for him to find out.
Oh, you're a remarkable woman. I really would like to understand you. Oh, all the times I've come in here, and I've never really known you till now. That sounds like sales talk. But I mean it. I don't know what it is, but like, I don't think I've felt this way about any other woman. I don't know what it is about you. But for once, I'm not sure of myself.
Oh, but I want you to be yourself.
When can I see you? Alone in me?
Would you want to see me?
The sooner the better. Tonight?
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 Yeah, tonight. What time?
Oh, I don't mind you say.
9 o'clock. Is everything done by then? You go now. I don't want you to be late. Finish up your calls.
Oh, what about Gert?
Leave Gert to me. Her fancies don't last.
Maybe I should tell her I'm breaking on late.
No, I look after everything. You go now. Get your calls finished. I don't want you to be late.
I won't be late. Till tonight.
Till tonight.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
I was passing,
So I saw.
and I came in.
Can I get you something?
Herself.
Hey, mother.
Who else?
I call her.
Mother, Mr. Byrne is here to see you.
She'll be with you in a minute. I was only getting a couple of scoops of meat for the week, yo. We're near closing.
The shop's doing good business these times.
That could be better.
Now, what about you, Elizabeth, down the farm?
Could be worse.
That's not so bad in these hard times.
Oh, hard times, all right. According to my mother, I know it.
Oh, she'd know best.
Oh, none better. According to herself.
Your mother, Morris, is like strong medicine. Hard to take, but you do you good in the long run.
How long is a long run?
Oh, I suppose you mean the young Madden one. A nice little girl. I do often see the two some evenings heading for Kelvy's Wood.
You know, sometimes you see too much, Mr. Byrne.
But now, with the style of headstone getting much smaller, I have much more time in my hand. I do often sit on the graveyard wall, remembering past generations, contemplating on the present, and having a shot at where the future one might come from.
It's easy for you to make jokes, but if you were in my shoes, you'd wonder is there going to be any future generation at all.
If I was in your shoes, Morris, I'd learn how to lace them myself, and I'd have my mother always tie them for me. You don't know my mother. I wasn't talking about your mother. I was talking about you.
Morris, did you mark that in a piece of paper and push it into the tin?
I did. Would you like it signed by the Minister of Agriculture?
Well, I can then keep him out look straight for the taxman I would. Well, Gordon, was it you I saw walking up and down past the door earlier?
Could be.
What's the matter with you now?
I won't put it to Maggie. I came to put my cards on the table.
Well, you will have to postpone that game because as of now I am otherwise engaged.
Look, I won't give you 2 minutes.
2 minutes, so far ahead.
Well, you know, now that I have my chance, I don't know where to begin.
Well, for the beginning, may I say you've been doing an awful lot of arson around here, Neil.
Well, I don't deny it. I've been around here a lot more than what I should be.
I've noticed you there like for the past few weeks, like a gander that would badly need to get the boots.
I suppose that's one way of putting it.
Only the other day I was saying to myself, Gordon is behaving a bit hot and bothered. And says I, Gordon is behaving more like a jackdaw than a monumental sculpture.
Look, you've had your say. Now it is my turn. I have £4,000 in the bank.
Well, I'm not surprised. The price you charge for hedge stones.
I'm a man of sober habits, even though I have a drink when the occasion calls. And I have no objection to a woman having a drink either. I'm a steady worker, and there's wide demand for my work. I'm a good Catholic. I do the 9 Fridays regular, and I've never missed Mass in my life. And there's no year that I don't aim enough that would keep a family in comfort. And I'm told by people that should know that I'm the best monumental sculptor around these parts.
Well, you're a monumental Egypt if you ask me.
So, will you or won't you?
Well, I don't want I what?
Marry me! Yes!
Were you ever at the zoo, Gordon?
I was when I was in Dublin in 1932 at the Eucharistic Congress. But what has that got to do with it?
Well, if you were at the zoo, you'll know what a baboon is.
Yes, say what I do.
Well, Gordon, I'd sooner be buckled to a baboon than buckled to you.
Oh, you're an insulting woman, so you are. What baboon suits you all right. But no self-respecting mother of a monkey would consent to a son of hers to marry you. Oh! Die, Maggie, and I'll give you a Celtic cross for nothing.
I have just had a proposal of marriage.
What did you say, yes?
I've had my fair quota of marriage, thank you.
Where's Garrett?
She's not to see Katie.
Oh, good. Was she disappointed when I didn't call?
Oh, very worried. Breaking and lock the door. Trying to walk in. Oh, I like a man that's punctual.
I thought about you all day. I made several mistakes through my returns in the hotel. That's something I never do. I've missed you.
You're so uncomplicated.
Let's not stay here any longer. Can we go upstairs?
What's the rush? Should we have all night?
Mother? Was that the reason why you sent me with the groceries to Katie's? Do you know what she did? minutes ago and told me to hurry back. She wanted me for something else. I knew you played about, but I'd no idea you'd stoop to a thing like this. Gert, I'm two-faced isn't the word for you. And as for you, Mother, you let him kiss you.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What do you mean?
I'm single now, same as you.
I hate you.
Well, any girl with an ounce of sense would thank me. If you would judge your own way, you'd make a complete wreck of your life.
Oh, and is it how you think it's not wrecked now?
A small scratch is all you got. Should be healed in a week at your age.
You're welcome to him. You're a rotten pair. The two of you.
Christ, you shouldn't have done that.
Do you think I like doing it?
Jesus, that was a cruel thing to do.
She'll get over it. And you won't get the chance to treat her like the dirt under your feet. The man I married behaved exactly the same way as you're behaving now. Everyone said he'd change once we got married. But he didn't change. If anything, he got worse.
You fooled me. You fooled out of me.
You did it to yourself. You think that every woman is dying to fall into your arms.
You shamed me. No matter what I was or what I am, no one has the right to do that to another human being.
Oh, don't give me that tripe about human beings. If a man or a woman hasn't self-respect, they have nothing. You should know, because you have nothing. You are nothing, and God pity you, you never will. The whole lot amounts to £6, 1 and 7.
I'll pay you now. Himself will call me later. You threw off the 1 and 7pence anyway, won't you?
I throw off nothing. This is a shop order and not a relieving office.
What do you do with all the money you have?
I don't know. How would I have money? And supermarkets broken up like daisies.
Well, there's none of your match.
Well, you know, if I was looking at that child from here to Doomsday, I couldn't say who he takes after.
It's hard to tell at this age. Some days he's like his mother, and more, he's like his father.
Well, I happen to know the mother and there's no likeness. Maybe he is like his father. I wouldn't know about that, of course.
God almighty, that's an awful thing to say.
Katie, a woman would want the character of St. Bridget to get away with a 7 months birth in this country.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning you're no St. Bridget. What are you feeding the child then?
Oh, the pasteurised, of course.
Well, there's no nature in children since they stop the breastfeeding. Women these days don't seem to know what tits are for. In my day, every child was fed from the breast.
Well, if you were fed from the breast, mother mine, it certainly didn't give you much nature.
You want to mind that tube of yours to get you into trouble one of these days. To the one that the husband doesn't take the shtick to you.
Well, if he did, I'd cripple him with a poker.
I don't doubt it.
Have you heard anything from her since she went away?
Not a word.
Morris had a letter from her.
Well, if he did, he never said.
And she says in the letter to tell you nothing.
What's she at over there?
She's doing nursing. She's in the flat with Mick.
Nursing. See now what's down for her boot.
What exactly happened the night she went away?
It was the start of her education. I get the matriculation, you might say. It's the best piece of schooling she's ever likely to get.
I don't know, she left in an awful hurry. Maybe it was a bit too severe.
There's nothing too severe for what she'll have to face in this world.
You any notion let Morris get married?
To the man one, is it?
Sure, who else?
Well, the day she locks up £1,500 at that counter, I'll be the first one to dance for wedding.
It isn't fair to Morris, mother, and he's got his heart set in her.
But it's less fair to me as far as I can see everyone is very anxious to forget about that?
I'll tell you this in time now. He won't make much longer. He's been pushed as far as he can go.
Oh, well, Gordon. I thought we'd never see you here again.
Maggie, I like my monuments. It takes more than a gala wing to flatten them. How are you, Katie?
Hi, Mr. Byrne. I'm fine. How's yourself?
I shall pull in the day the best I can. Maggie, you throw us out a half bottle of tobacco. Is this the God's son? Well, God bless him. But you know, he's like you, Katie.
Ah, thanks, Mr. Byrne. Have you any notion of getting a couple of girls in to help you?
Well, my experience of girls is that they only get in the way.
Very funny. But you'll never manage all the work for yourself.
Meaning I should let the lads money, I suppose.
Really that's a nice girl. And she's a top worker and a marvellous milker.
Well, if she is, she won't be milking my cows. Oh, in the honour of God, Gordon, will you see that with his lousy half-crown and be given it to the child? Will you give the child the pound or two?
Silver is the done thing, Maggie.
That's your case, you'll be up a fiver there, and I'll change it into silver for you.
Oh, you're very free with other people's money. I bet she wasn't so liberal with the child herself.
Good for you, Byrne.
God bless on here. Will you give us a pound of sugar there, please, missus?
Would you ever shut off and go and buy your sugar where you buy your tea? There's no profit in sugar. Your tobacco burden.
I should look at the small child. Well.
Mrs. O'Brien, or Mrs. O'Gett?
That's no way to talk to those old people. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, the same applies to you if you don't like the situation here.
Well, God bless you, but you know, you've a hat of limestone.
He's
He's a healthy little rascal man. What do you call him?
He's called Michael, after his Uncle Mick.
Asha, how's Mick doing now?
Oh, very well, thank you.
And Gert. What way is Gert?
She's doing nursing.
Ah, nurse is handy. No family should be without a nurse.
Yourself, missus, what will you keep him?
I'm fine, thank you.
Is he showing any signs of a tooth?
Would you ever shag off and don't be ending us? All you're looking for is information. If you want any more news, go and buy the paper.
On the way, woman. There's one consolation anyway. He don't look one bit like his grandmother.
Those two kept for the gossip is their passport into the public house. Do you want any more messages for them?
Don't worry, Maggie. I'm on my way. So long, Katie.
Goodbye, Mr. Byrne. Take care.
Oh, by the way, Maggie, that offer I made you, it still stands.
Like the monuments you're always boasting about, Gordon, it'll be standing forever.
What do you mean by that?
Maggie wants to marry you.
Stop.
He proposed.
Well, if he has any sense, he'll stay single.
It is your old story you're telling.
What difference does it make to me now? I'm tired and there's damn all I can do about it. Still, could be worse. I have my independence. I have my own car and I handle the money. It's a lot more than a lot of wives around here.
And you have that agent at the servant point ruling after you like a stud greyhound.
Well,
You'd want to watch yourself, that fella. He wouldn't be around cooling your radiator.
Well, I can't help if I excite his interest.
Cut that out now, or I'll come outside this counter and I'll put you in your place.
Oh, you wouldn't dare touch me now, Mother.
I'll touch you if I see an eater, be certain of that.
Look, what really brought me here this evening was to talk to you about Morris.
You would never to mind your own business.
And look, he asked me tonight, I might have promised to try.
Go on.
Look, Johnny would send me for the money and all he'd have to do is sign over the place.
And then that man Schnotty-Nose daughter comes in here? No way.
And it's not fair to Morris, Mother. How can he be expected to pay back the money he owes if he's not boss?
And it's less fair to me. As far as I can see, everyone is very anxious to forget about that.
This is fag.
Go and buy your own. You have more than I have.
Well,
I did my best, Morris.
Mother, a year ago you told me to wait. That God was good. But God has turned out to be no good at all. But maybe that's because you were not giving me much of a chance.
But I can't understand what you have this awful rush you to get married. You can't understand it at all. Well, if I look after you well, don't I? If I was dead, I could understand that you'd need a woman to help you run the place. But there's no sense at all to this to carry on.
You asked me to wait. And I've waited a whole year. And meaning no disrespect, but I'd much rather marry Maggie to look after me than you.
Wait one more year and we'll see what way the land lies in.
But sure, that's what you told me last year. And by the looks of things, that's what you'll be telling me every year until I'm an old man.
Look, I know I asked you to wait, and now I'm asking you again to wait, to try and have patience.
My patience is at an end.
I know. And for your good, can't you see that? If I was you, I'd be in no hurry to give up my freedom. It's only now I know what freedom means.
But Mother, I can't wait any longer. Unless though you grant me permission, I'll join Mick and Gert over in England. It's no bother to get married over there.
Oh, no bother at all, unless bother to live your life in one dirty little flat. What kind of a job do you think you get? You have no training, only the pick of the shovel. Here you're treated the same as the best of the land, and there's something thought of you.
Look, Johnny Connor will put up with security for the money you want. He'll do what the means you agree.
And then Dan man Schnotty-Nose daughter takes over here. Nothing doing. Tisn't the Colleen ball you're playing with now.
All I know is I'm in love with Mary Maggie, and I want to marry her.
And you'll be in love with her when she's trying to rear 3 or 4 small children, will you? When she starts to get fat and irritable. When she has no time to dress up or do her hair. When her teeth start getting bad, and her belly is swollen, and her nose starts to run.
Don't say that.
And every one of her overseas degree had snotty noses and big backsides that bullets by the time they were 30.
I don't have to listen to this.
When you were rearing 4 or 5 children and one coat of a flat and you start to run short of money, you'll think of me and your fine wardrobe of clothes and your car. And you'll curse me every night like the little vixen she is. What makes you think she sees anything in you? If you were a labouring man, she wouldn't pass you the time of day.
You will get no one to work at the farm as I did. Who's going to look after the farm? And milk the cows?
I'll sell the cows, and I'll let the land, and you'll be the one to lose, not me.
I've given my whole life to that farm. And this is what I get in the end.
But you just have to choose between Mary, Maggie, and me.
Mother, he means what he's saying.
Then so do I.
I'm going out now to tidy up the yard. And that's the last stroke of work you'll ever get out of me.
Jesus, you're a hard place.
Tis the hardest concern. Always remember that about me.
I know now there's an element of truth in what you said to him.
My first convert.
Oh no, I'm not. Things can be like you say, but they needn't be. Not if you let him stay here. Gert is gone. Mick is gone. Now Morris is going and he won't be back.
Have a good look at my face and see if you can see tears.
We'll be all alone here. Completely alone.
Don't be too sure about that. No one wants to marry me. And he has £4,000 in the bank.
Ridiculous.
What's ridiculous about it? I mean, when Gordon goes, there's plenty left for another after him.
You're not serious.
Oh, go away from me. Go home and cook your husband's supper.
Mother, have you any feelings left for Morris at all?
I have. I have it for all of you. That's why I never let you have your own way. If I didn't have love, I wouldn't care. Maisie.
Hello, Maggie.
Maisie, will you put me through to the packer like a good girl? And for the love of God, don't denounce me. The whole country is looking for that whore, and I know why. So will you just hand me over nice and sly without a word?
Connecting me now, Maggie.
Thank you, I'll hold on.
Yes!
Hello, is that you, Packer?
Oh, is that you, Maggie? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But I'd be a lot finer if you paid your bill. Last month you said you'd pay it tomorrow. And the month before that you said you'd pay it tomorrow. It's here now for 6 months. And as far as I can see, you have no notion whatsoever of paying it.
I told you I'd pay it. I'll tell you what now. I'll post it to you tomorrow.
Don't bother. I'll spare you the price of the stamp. I'll be over there and I'll collect it.
Oh, don't be doing that now, Maggie. I'll tell you now. Mary Josephine is pregnant again, and if you come over, you'll really be upsetting her.
Well, if Mary Josephine is pregnant, isn't I to blame for it?
Maggie, you can't get blood out of a turnip. I'll pay you, I said.
I know you can't get blood out of a turnip, but it'll be an easy enough matter now for me to come over there and drive one of your cows out of your stall.
I don't be doing that now, Maggie. Listen, I'll get the money for you. Will you just give me a break?
I'll give you 1 hour, and you better be here with it by then, because if you aren't, I'll come over and I'll note you.
Okay, Maggie. Thanks so, Maggie. Good luck so, Maggie.
Good luck, Whacker.
That's you. They're good enough for you to be getting the business.
Good evening, Mrs. Palpin.
Good evening.
I suppose you don't know me.
How do you know I don't?
Well, we've never met before.
That's true.
I was going to sympathise with you at the graveyard after your husband died, but I didn't want to be forward.
I'll be with you in a minute.
I suppose I'd better introduce myself.
There should be no need for that. To tell you the God's honest truth, I was kind of expecting you.
Were you? I suppose I should have called before this, but well, I'm terribly shy. Oh, it was in my head to call several times, but every time I was about to start out, something always stopped me. Oh, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Here. Sit down here. Till I have a good look at you.
I'm really astonished that you should know me, especially since you've never laid eyes on me before.
I had a good look at you when you came into the shop. And I said to myself, who's this one now? And before I let go and lift up my hand, I knew you and I knew your business. This is Mary Madden, I said to myself. And by all the laws, her mother isn't too far behind.
I was outside talking to Morris. They made me come here. I didn't want to, but they made me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have come at all.
Yeah, but don't upset yourself here. You came as soon as you could. You must be 3 or 4 months gone. You don't show, I'll say that for you. 3 or 4 or maybe only 2. Now come on now, Mary, you can tell me.
But how did you know?
Sure, just what anyone would know. Just what I call the inevitable.
How do you mean, the inevitable?
You really don't show, I'll say that for you. But you can't keep it in forever, can you?
No, I can't.
You can't, poor child. And 'tis no fun having a child without a licence.
You're not angry, so...
No, angry. I'm not angry with you. What's it got to do with me? Sure, I've no right to be angry with you.
Oh, so that's the way it is it?
That's the way it is, exactly. Whenever I see a poorly off slip of a girl like yourself hanging around with a well-off young man like mine Morris, I'll be on the lookout for it, so to speak.
Well, I can see I'll get no sympathy from you.
Well, if it's sympathy you're after, I'll give you an ass load of it. But I'd say no, you're after a bit more than sympathy.
God, you're clever.
And you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, should you? Would that be a nice way now if I handed over to Morris? I'd be a walking tragedy, girl, depending on the likes of you for my breakfast, dinner and supper, and afraid of my living life that I might do or say anything to offend your ladyship.
That's not true at all.
God bless you, girl. I've seen the poor innocent bitches pressurised into handing over to daughters-in-laws. Mighty Amazons of women who built empires and then gave it all away to be treated like dirt and reduced to scutter.
Stop exaggerating.
Would it be a marvellous victory for you now? Think of it. You could be the lady of the manor. You could have your mother to advise you, and your young sisters to help you around the shop, and those waiters of brothers of yours run around the farm. Is that the way you thought it would be?
I wanted Morris. I want him more than ever now. It was his by right.
You tried hard all along till you thought of the final number, that you knew I was no sop of the road, that you should have to go for a goal if you were to have any kind of a chance.
Well, I can see I'll get nothing out of you. I'm going out, and I send my mother into you.
Did you weigh up the odds, did you, before you decided to surrender yourself? What were the odds? This house and this farm and all that goes with it for 1 minute of badness in the back seat of a motor car. I know your type well, you brazen bitch, and I'll wipe the floor with you before I give you the washing of a plate here.
My God, you won't wipe the floor with me. I can tell you that right now. I'm not one of your children, your softies that can be bullied or frightened.
Oh, I know that, but I've known it all along, the way you held on to him. You both, my God, you were gumption enough to get what you want, but you won't get it off me.
Don't be too sure of that.
And don't go too far with me, because as soon as I look at you, I'll give you a pound weight between the eyes. And there's no one to blame me. I'm entitled to respect you to my own roof.
Look, you're right. I shouldn't talk back to you in your own house.
I'm a tiny lucky one, though, that it is my house. If I had signed over to Morris before they saw, you'd have given me short shrift.
Look, maybe we've started off on the wrong foot.
It isn't the way we started that counts, my girl, but the way we finish.
I couldn't agree more. My mother has something to say to you.
You might as well have brought your grandmother too for the bring you.
Well, oh, it's like coming to a brick wall, Ma.
Oh, Jesus, Robert, she had an yet.
Even Mrs. Madden, you get nowhere with her.
We'll see about that. Well, Maggie Palpin, have you decided what you're going to do about my daughter?
She's your daughter, ma'am.
Answer my question, Maggie Palpin. What have you decided you're going to do about my daughter?
As I said before, she's your daughter.
But your son is the father of her child.
That's his lookout, not mine.
I'm not leaving here till there's a settlement. We've a right to that.
You have a right to nothing.
Come down out of your high horse, missus, or you'll be the sorry woman. I'm telling you now, and I'll give you advance notice. You're up against the wrong crowd in the Maddens. The grass will grow on the road to your shop from the boycott we'll give you.
Let any of your crowd stand outside my shop to boycott it, and I'll fix them quick. Do you see this? Coming in an acid roar of my shop, and you'll be picking buckshot out of their asses for the next 10 years.
Have you lost all your senses? God almighty mother. There's no point going any further with her. I know her. I should have known better than to expect that you would have any success with her. Look, we'll be in England within a week, and we'll be married. And I promise you, I'll never be back here again.
I'm not yielding 1 inch if she does the right thing by my daughter that I reared well. I didn't rear her for England.
Morris, if you have any sense, you'll break with this cut. Break with him now, because it's the last chance you'll have.
But what about the baby?
Let Mrs. Madden there figure that one out. I'm sure to be no bother to her. Mrs. Madden!
Have you any bit of consideration at all, Bill? Have you any feelings? You were driving me out of my father's house, out of the home I was born and reared. I hate going to England. I hate it. I am a grown man, and yet I have nothing. I have no money, I have no land, and I have no home. And who can I thank for it all? My own mother.
Morris, I'm not forcing you to go.
I human answer for everything. I go into the car and bring you home. I won't be a minute.
what you're really like. I'll give him the happiness you never gave him.
Morris was always happy here, but you've come around him nicely between you, the pair of you.
By Jesus, I heard you were rough, Maggie Falcon, and I heard you were tough. But hard is what you really are. You're as hard as nails. Well, I swear there ain't a belly in the hospitals of Ireland. A throat of gallstone, hand is hard.
I'm sick of you. How dare you come barging into my house like a circus elephant?
I would be wished in my Britain, you.
Get out!
If he ever gives in the years ahead and wants to see you, I'll stop him. And when you're on your deathbed, I'll stop him. And I'll get him to stop the others too. I can do it.
I know well what you can do. But give the use any of them will be to me when I'm on my deathbed. I'm alone now, but I'm free, and there's not too many women that can say that. But I need not be alone, and that is the beauty. A woman need never be alone, for as long as men crave for what she has, and that never gives out. When I got married, God help us, sure I was only a young sleeping woman. You'd think that someone would have warned me of what was into me. No. They all stood back and let me go ahead. Marriage, they said, was the only safe place for a young girl. You'll have a home. You'll have security. My marriage was a lifetime battle with me always on the defensive, and a husband ready to bend my will right from the beginning. There were words of love, blandishments. Didn't he call me a fair mare one time and he drunk? You, a fair old mare, he said. And he spent from being astride me for one bare minute. Do you know, the first time, indeed the only time, that I saw a penis before I was married was when a young garçon and he bathing in the river. It was a harmless little tash thing. And me, poor innocent me, didn't I think they were all like that? Until the first night of our honeymoon. You think that my love life, already trimmed and stunted to the marrow, would have to endure no more. But the truth is, the awful truth, is that my sex life, my morals, my thoughts, words and deeds were dominated by a musty old man in a black suit, a Roman collar, and the smell of snuff. I was suffocated by the presence of that old man. He sat in his confession box with me, and me not knowing which way to turn for guidance. Do you know, my husband never saw me naked. He never saw me white and shining and shimmering without a blemish on me from head to heel. He must have thought me as cold and frigid as a frozen lake. And how could I thaw with my upbringing and my faith, my holy, holy faith? Maybe that's what drove him into the arms of Moll Saunders and God knows how many more. My body might have told me one. My faith told me another. My instinct was no match for that faith. Oh, I curse the stifling, smothering breath of the religion that with it my loving, my living, and my womanhood. I should have been springing like a shoot of corn. I should have been singing with love, tingling. But my love never grew. It's a wonder I didn't surrender entirely to insanity in a country where it was a mortal sin to even think of another man. And there was another man. tip in the back with his ash plant, and I'd say, fine, thank you, Martin, and he'd pass by. I saw him blush once, but never in all of those years did he utter one single word of love to me, and I longed for him. I craved him in my dreams, and I'm thinking how lovely it would be to walk through the dewy fields. But he did blush. And yet, I never once beamed at that man, or held his hand, or winked, or uttered one single word of the names that I called him as we cuddled together in those dreams. My curly wren, my sugar stick, my darling. He's dead now, that easy-going man. And my husband is dead too. And all too soon I'll be dead. But I can have what I want, for a while anyway. By God, I can have any man in Ireland that I fancy that fancies me. From now on, I confess my fantasies to a lanky, lusty man with muscle, a man brimful of sap and tasty, a man who will be a real match for big Maggie Pulpin. The wheel of the chastity belt is still around my belly, and the ensigns in my nostrils. I am too long a prisoner. But I'll savour what I can, while I can, and let the lashed hour be the sorest.